Hi, welcome guys, this is your friend, the Bonkai Tales fanfiction. This is second part to Stand Above, Naruto x One Piece crossover. Please give this video a like, subscribe, share.
After a bit of hesitation, Ren decided to take a bite and see if this fruit comes with power or poison. Crunch, crunch. As Ren took a bite, his eye opened wide at the taste. PWEH, PSSH, PLEH, PLEH. What a disgusting taste, man, it's so disgusting that it's hard to describe what it tastes like, Ren grimaced. Putting aside the disgusting taste, he remained still, waiting for the inexplicable power to come to him as tried feeling for it. 1 seconda euro 2 seconds. He did not feel any change. It doesn't seem poisonous, but there also seems to be no apparent ability that is showing a euro. Ren sighed, his face showing a clearly disappointed look. Ren had a guess what this star-shaped devil fruit is, although he was not sure. Glint glint fruit is a powerful logia. Not only you can travel at the speed of light, its power is destructive too. Since he did not feel the emergence of fruit ability, his decision to bite the star-shaped fruit at a moment of surprise looked like a terrible decision. Whatever, a disappointed Ren shook his head. As Ren begins to practice again to clear his head, one of his fists suddenly glow and a star-shaped light was spinning at high speed on his knuckle. What? A startled Ren said as he looked at his fists and surprised to find he was not affected by the intense light at all. He feels it, he felt the power of devil fruit in his hand. As he punched, the star-shaped light on his knuckle suddenly stops spinning and releases a child fist-sized laser beam. Boom. Ren cannot hide his excitement when he noticed the child fist-sized laser beam penetrate the sturdy thick big tree. Is this the ability of my devil fruit? Thought Ren. Elated, he quickly tried to replicate his feat. Readying himself, he punched the empty area the same way. Phew. He heard the same sound. As the light-shaped star stopped spinning, a laser beam erupted from his fist, travel at light speed towards Boulder. Suddenly, a small explosion was heard as the child fist-sized laser beam touched the boulder. Kaboom! The boulder shook, a small knuckle dent appeared on Boulder. Although it did not penetrate the boulder, a crack appeared all over it. He looked at his fist, as Ren showed his surprised face with his mouth open. This ability, one of the strongest fruits in One Piece, a fruit that troll, the strongest man in the world, the glint glint fruit. Ren said to himself. After eating the fruit, he could transform his body's composition into a natural element at will, as well as create and control it. If he develops this power to the extreme, he could even have the power to destroy this world. Just imagine if my light is as hot as sun, I'll be like a walking sun, melting countries and evaporating sea at will, Ren thought. He excitedly clenched his fist and looked at it with surprise and thrill. With the power of this fruit, he wouldn't even have to practice ninjutsu. After all, this fruit is complete package, traveling at light speed for a long distance, teleporting at a short distance and a destructive power. After a while, Ren finally calmed down. It is incredible, to get the power of Borsalino, Ren thought. Devil fruits, while it grants incredible power to its users, had a major weakness. Users become weak when exposed to seawater and kairoseki. In this world, Ren was not sure if the fruit he ate comes with its weaknesses. If he too had it, then battles against any ninja who knows water jutsu would greatly affect his performance in battle. If it really comes with its weaknesses, then even if there are no kairoseki in this world, ninja from Hidden Mist Village is his nemesis in this world, an alive kairosarki if you will. So he decided to have an experiment using a water from wooden barrel. Since he's an outsider, the village only gave him the cheapest of appliances for him. He did not mind though, as long as he had something to use. He removed the barrel's cover, took off his clothes, and jumped right in the barrel. He squatted and soaked his full body in the water. 1 seconda euro 2 seconds euro nothing. A minute later, he still didn't feel weak. As I thought, the fruit doesn't have weaknesses in Shinobi World, Ren thought. Ren stood up, his face clearly filled with relief. With that being said, I can disguise my glint fruit power as a bloodline limit, as there's no devils cursed in this world, Ren thought. That's great, I won't have to worry about a ninja who can use water jutsu, Ren said to himself happily. As Ren stood up and drying his hair, his door was abruptly pushed open. Ren-kun, are you home? A red-haired little girl peeked inside his room. Euro yes. Ren replies slowly. What? Ah. Euro aha euro ah. As the red-haired little girl screamed and closed the door with a bang. If you go to school tomorrow I am going to kill you. The red-haired little girl's scream reached the whole neighborhood with some neighbors peeking their heads checking out what happened. What the hell? Barging on someone's room, screaming at the top of her lung that hurts one's ears, and she had the gall to be angry. My door was almost destroyed for Kami's sake, an annoyed Ren said as he picked up his clothes and started dressing up. For those who don't recognize it yet, that little girl was Kushina Uzumaki. She's outsider, like Ren, but the difference is she came from an allied village called Hidden Whirlpool. As Ren finished dressing up, he opened his door to see Kushina was still standing outside, her face bulging red with anger. What do you want? Ren asked, still annoyed by the fact she almost destroyed his door. After all, he'd rather waste his time training than fixing his door. Ren and Kushina are both treated with contempt and came to the village around the same time. They both noticed that they were same treated in the village, so they got to know each other. Ren realized who Kushina was from her red hair, and the fact that she was from Uzu. He deliberately tried to get close to her. After all, sealing technique is powerful. Even if the treatment of outsiders is quite bad, Kushina got it a bit easier as she came from an allied village. While Ren was seen as an outsider with normal background despite his tragic backstory. Since Kushina is not just a simple outsider, the relationship between the two gradually changed. Even so, Kushina still treated Ren as a friend and was still willing to help him from time to time. I'm afraid that you'll be hurt tomorrow, so here I am handing you these. Kushina said in low voice while her little face flushed, as she handed a small bag over. When Ren heard her say that, he remembered that there would be a test tomorrow. Usually, one-on-one testing is nothing. The teachers were always facilitating the fights to prevent serious injury occurring among the students. It is not the same with Ren and other outsiders. As long as there's no lethal injury, everything is permitted. So in these type of tests, he is often injured. Thanks, Kushina-san, Ren said as he examined the bags to find some healing ointments and herbs. Ren felt touched by her gesture, and genuinely thanks her. HMPH, I don't need your thanks, Kushina said, with a proud smile on her cute face. Seeing her like that, Ren wanted to tease her but held himself back. Even if you cannot use ninjutsu, I can still protect you. Don't be stubborn and surrender quickly so you won't get hurt badly, Kushina said as she turned around and left. Ren watched Kushina's back as she disappeared into the night. He was quite surprised at what she said and laughed. Surrendering quickly for my own good. Haha. I aim to stand above, so why would I surrender? Ren said to himself as his eyes shine.